quick outfit check. This is what I'm going to wear for the day. I've got my leather slides from Betts. I have my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I've got a black singlet from Cook-Eye, my Mott and Bow jeans, and this white oversized shirt from Glassons. So I think that's a really nice neutral kind of look. It is still a little bit cold, but getting a bit humid and into that spring weather. Now I'm brushing my teeth with the Colgate Pro Series Daily Whitening Toothpaste. This is the highest level of hydrogen peroxide in a toothpaste yet at 5%. Most whitening toothpaste only work on the surface of the teeth, but this toothpaste is different. The hydrogen peroxide, which is the same whitening ingredient used by dentists, gets absorbed right into the enamel to deeply whiten stains below the surface. When you brush, you'll get a slight warming sensation, and that means the hydrogen peroxide is working. This is so incredibly important to me as a part of my daily routine moving forwards, because if you've been following along with my previous vlogs, I got my teeth fixed, so I now have a crown and 3 veneers on my top row, and that means that it is more important than ever that I'm using a proper whitening toothpaste every single day to whiten all of the teeth around that and keep them matching in really seamlessly as well. It's really nice to swap over to a proper whitening range because this has the same sort of really refreshing taste, and the in-mouth feel is a little bit different because of that kind of warming sensation. So it really does let me know that it's working, and it can remove up to 15 years of stains. This is important that you are brushing twice daily for at least 2 weeks. Make sure you use as directed, and individual results may vary. One of the other great features about this toothpaste is that it is enamel safe for everyday use, and that is so important to me because we have our one set of teeth for the rest of our life, so I just want to be doing everything I can to take the best care of them. If you're wanting to find out more information about the Colgate Pro Series whitening toothpaste, I will leave all of the details in the description box down below. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. So I am just about to run out the door, and I've run out of time, so I've just had to do a little bit of a slicked back hair look, but I'm about to go to an appointment, and then I've got a bunch of things to do today. So I thought we could do a little bit of a day in the life. I'll take you along and go through some of my routine from starting in the morning here at home, where I've already gone to my body fit class for the 8-week challenge I'm doing. I was picking out an outfit. I kind of just got ready for the day. And yeah, now I just have a ton of things to do. I need to get to the post office. I've got to go to Kmart and do a return. I'm probably going to shop while I'm there because that always kind of happens. And I have a bunch of other things to do around home as well. So let's spend the day together and let's go, because otherwise I'm going to be late. So I've just finished at my appointment, and it is very rainy and wet outside today, but I actually really love rainy weather. I feel like it's really nice and calming, so I don't mind at all. But what I actually had done was some filler dissolved. So it's probably no secret, though I don't kind of talk about that on my channel because I never want to kind of promote or influence people to make any decisions around that sort of stuff. But twice a year I go in and I get a little bit of lip filler. I just prefer how it looks, and especially with all of the struggles that I went through with my teeth, it helped me kind of hide the top of my teeth where I used to have that discoloration. So I actually felt like it was kind of migrating a bit past the lip border, which is something I feel like no one ever talks about or like tells you is going to happen after you've had filler for a few years. But I had been getting it for around about the last 3 years, and it had just sort of gone out of shape a little bit. So I popped in to Suede Clinic, which is run by a beautiful girl called Hayley, and she is incredible at her job. So we just did a tiny bit of dissolver on this side, and it's supposed to swell up, but I don't really seem to have the biggest like allergic reaction to those kind of ingredients, so I'm quite lucky in that sense because I can still go out and get on with my day. But it just means it's going to get rid of any of that sort of excess filler so that my lips will sit nice and natural again, which is definitely what I prefer. Just want a really nice natural like slight sort of enhancement. So now I'm going to go to Kmart because I'm kind of already in Richmond and it's just around the corner, so I'm going to go and get on with that and do a return and maybe have a little shop around. So I'll take you guys with me as well. Hello, I don't think I've ever filmed in a Kmart store before, but here I am live in Homebase, and one of the first items I want to look for are some placemats for my table. So I've got two options that I found over here which are really affordable because we all know they're going to get dirty anyway, but it's just important that I'm going to be able to wipe them down and they'll match some of my existing decor. So first option are these beige leather ones, and on the other side they are a little peach kind of colour, but I'd probably never use this side. I think if I got them it would just be for the beige side. And the other ones are a little bit heavier and thicker. They are some grey MDF, and if I show you up close you can kind of see that they've got a little bit of the grain through them, and these ones are also reversible as well, so it would just give me a couple of options in terms of the photos and things as well. It's still raining like crazy, so now I've just driven myself to the post office. I've got a return to do and a couple of PR packages and things to pick up, and I also have to go to some storage place and pick up something that I ordered from Myer because I wasn't home at the time, and I feel like I just need to start sending things back to work again because I'm really not home anymore, and I'm still in that like lockdown mentality of like, yeah, I'm always going to be home for the delivery person, and it never works out. So to save myself always having to run around to the post office, I think I'm just gonna send things to my workplace from now on, but I'm going to run inside and grab that, and then hopefully I can go home because it's almost lunchtime now. So I'm thinking I will make something for myself. I'm feeling a little bit hungry, but I'm also kind of nauseous today. I don't know, I had a really bad period this month, and it just made me feel so sick. I had like a lot of nausea, a lot of headaches, and a lot of pain. So that hasn't been terribly fun, and I'm sure plenty of you know what I'm talking about when some months are like worse than others, but that's just life. So let's go and grab these parcels, and then I can go back home and get on with the rest of my day. So this is the damage from that visit to the post office, and yes, that is a makeup mark from my face because there was so much to carry that I literally had to like smush it in my arms and press it up against my cheek to carry everything out of the lift. But I've got my big bag of goodies that I got from Kmart, so I can go through those with you guys. And that box from Myer, I am really excited because it's a few beautiful homewares, and then the rest of this is PR stuff. So I don't know whether or not to unbox that here. I don't know if you guys are ever interested in that, but I mostly do these collabs over on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it is emma.caitlain on Instagram as well. And I'm a little bit more active on there during the days that I'm not filming for YouTube. So I'm going to open this one from Myer just quickly before I make some lunch because I'm very excited for this. But this one is a beautiful new mug, and this one is a fruit bowl, hopefully, if it's the right size. I did check the dimensions, but I wasn't quite sure. So let's unbox both of those and we can have a look. So these are the two items that I got. I am a little bit annoyed about the color difference because I definitely thought that this was more white like that. So I'll just have to double check that I'm happy to keep that one. But I just couldn't look past this mug. I think it is so beautiful, and sometimes when I'm doing a little bit of content creation I want to have a more aesthetic sort of mug or something to pop into a photo, and I just thought this was gorgeous. This is the brand. I hadn't heard of it before, but it's Robert Gordon Pottery, and this one was going to be the fruit bowl. I can't really touch that. It's got that terracotta sort of feeling, but it has these little pedestal type feet, and I just thought that would look really cute as a little fruit bowl because at the moment I'm just using a bowl. So that's the situation at the moment. I've just got all of my lemons and limes and things just sitting in one of my spare bowls. So I might try out that little dish and see how it looks. So that is the little pedestal bowl now as a bit of a fruit bowl, and I actually really like that. I do think it matches the bench stone quite well, so I think I'll end up keeping it. It is quite cute. The next thing I want to get is a nicer bottle for my olive oil and balsamic because I used to have some nice ones. You guys, if you've been around here for a while, will probably remember an old DIY that I did, but I didn't really want to bring them because they were a little bit leaky and old, so I definitely need to find something for there. But in the meantime, this is a lovely little upgrade for my kitchen. Now I'm going to make myself something for lunch really quickly because I am a little bit hungry. So I do have some leftover meatballs. I made these for Jazz and I for dinner last night. They are just grass-fed beef with a little bit of a tomato sauce over the top, and then I bought this cheese from Woolies. It's mozzarella, cheddar and pecorino as a little blend. So I think I might just put a little bit of cheese on and microwave those and have that, and then I'll probably make a smoothie as well. I'm also annoyingly going to take some more Panadol because this headache is still kicking, so I really just want to try and get over that. I think I might also pop some cacao in my smoothie as well because that can kind of help with a little bit of inflammation and things too. I'm now just going to make a little smoothie as well. So these are my smoothie ingredients for the day. I've got the Australia's Own organic coconut milk. I am popping in some chaga mushrooms, which are just a really good source of vitamin C for your immune system. I have some organic cacao, some maca powder, and banana, and I also have my protein, so maybe I'll pop that in as well. This is the protein powder I've been using at the moment, the raw protein slim and tone, and this one is in the flavor vanilla cinnamon, but I don't rate it as much as the chocolate, so I probably won't buy that flavor again, but it was good to just try something new. Alright, quick little Kmart haul so I can show you what I picked up when I was in store earlier. I have a couple little bits and pieces because, like I said, it's so difficult to just walk in there and do a return without kind of having a wander around. But I did avoid the Christmas stuff. Like I said, I'm not quite ready to commit to buying any Christmas things yet, although I did fall prey to just one small item, which you'll end up seeing in this. But one thing I did grab was this gorgeous little 2023 calendar. I know it's a little bit early for that as well, but I want to include this in my mum's Christmas gifts because it's got a beautiful waratah on the front and she really loves native Australian flowers. So I thought that was very, very cute and in some lovely little pastel colors. It's just one of those little like triangle desktop kind of calendars. And I also grabbed some new ballpoint pens. I quite like the way these ones write. They're just really good for all of my to-do lists and my daily planning and things. So they were really cheap as well. And then I did end up picking up those little 12 storage containers, the tiny little plastic ones. I think these were maybe $6 or something like that. They weren't terribly expensive and I think they will come in very handy for storing a couple of little bits and pieces, whether it be like, I don't know, spare nails that are like press-ons or lashes, or even if they actually end up being tight enough, I could use them for little salad dressing jars when I take my lunch to work. I also got 2 of these little baby containers because right next to me here on the alcohol trolley, I've got these little juniper berries and I just have them in their like normal plastic container, but I thought they would look cuter in a proper little container, and then I can make a label with my Dymo labeler for them. So that will look really nice as well. And another thing I grabbed is a beautiful candle. Again, this is just to pop in with my mum's Christmas present. Whenever I see something that I think is going to be a really good little stocking filler, I will start collecting things in a box in the lead up to the holiday season because I feel like it just makes my life easier when we finally get there, and I've already got a few bits and pieces for each person. So grabbed that. This one is just a fragrant candle. Obviously they had all the letters of the alphabet and it smells quite like fruity and floral in case you're buying that online and you wanted to know. Something else that I got from the kitchen section, which I think I will get so much use out of because normally I just like sticky tape things shut or I just kind of fold them over, but I got myself some proper little magnetic clips for clipping packets of open things shut. So quite generous. I think it was only $2 and there is 6 clips in total. So I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of these. Next thing I got was a new beauty blender because again, it's really good to replace these kind of things every now and then. They're not as easy to clean as like your makeup brushes, so I just think for $3 it is much more hygienic and better for your skin if you just replace that stuff every now and then. The little Christmas items that I fell prey to, I ended up getting 2 packets of because I'm going to post some to mum because I know at work, she works at Bunnings, so they have like a red uniform and she always loves to wear earrings because I guess for most of us, you just get to go to work and wear whatever you like, but for them and anyone who's in a uniform, it's nice to kind of add a little bit of personality sometimes. So I just thought these were so unbelievably cute. They were the Kmart Christmas earrings. It was $5 for this whole card and there's so many cute little things on there. There are little koala bears with Christmas hats on. There's some snowflakes, some candy canes, and then these ones are little present bows, some little red ones, and some little mini reindeers. So I'm definitely going to get a little bit of fun use out of those in the month of December at work as well. I also just picked up a chopping board because I need a couple of new ones. Some of mine have gone a little bit gross, so yet again, just super cheap and easy to replace every now and then in your kitchen. I ended up getting some of those placemats that I was tossing up between. So I went for the grey kind of timber look ones that can be reversed into the light coloured timber, because I thought these would kind of go the best since I have a grey couch and a few grey little bits in the marble and stuff around home, so it will just kind of marry in with the existing colour palette here. And these were $3.50 each, which is pretty reasonable as well. I also ended up picking up another pair of earrings really randomly, but I just quite liked them. They are just some sort of coloured beaded earrings, and I thought they would look really good with an outfit similar to what I'm wearing today. If you were just styling something really plain out of your wardrobe, just good basics, and you add a little pop of colour or some interest or something, because I feel like that definitely helps me get better wear out of the clothes that I already have. Instead of feeling like I've got to buy a new outfit, I can sometimes just change up the accessories and give it a little bit of a different vibe and hang on to my money and some existing pieces of clothing instead. And the last thing that I picked up is something that I never thought I would be buying at Kmart, but it sort of just compelled me to pick them up and go and try them on when I walked past because they looked really nice. And that is this pair of jeans that you saw me trying on in the change room. And I actually got them in a size 10 because they don't have any stretch, and I feel like this is much more comfortable. So that's what they're called. It is the straight high, extra high rise jeans, and they're just in a really nice blue wash. They don't have any rips or imperfections or things on them, which is much more my preference. And they are ankle length as well. So I actually thought they fitted really well, like actually quite tight around the waist and generous around the booty, which is so rare in jeans and definitely the reason why I don't really wear them too often. But that is everything that I picked up from Kmart. So that was a nice little haul, and now I actually need to go and do some other content stuff for Instagram and other platforms like user generated content and things like that while I've got my day off, so I can make the most of my time. So I'm gonna do some editing and things now, tend to whoever it is that is messaging me, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, also, I don't know if this is really niche, but City and Colour are coming to Melbourne, and I'm absolutely going to get tickets to this show. I used to love listening to Dallas Green, so if any of you want to come with me, leave a comment down below because my partner will have no idea who they are. So I've just been planning out what I'm going to do for these two collabs this afternoon. I am doing one for this, which is the Tidal 10-minute hair mask. So I have to storyboard and kind of think about how I want to present that, whether it be like a reel or a picture, whatever it is that I'm going to do. And the other is for a really beautiful little pajamas brand called Pinadella. So they sent me two of their sets. One of them is kind of like this purple leopard print sort of thing, and the other one is this gorgeous cotton candy sort of tie-dye. So first things first, I need to steam them, and then I'm gonna plan out a bit of a photo. So I'll go in, I haven't made my bed for the day, so I need to do that, make my bed, get the lighting right, sort of figure out exactly what I want to do, which I would usually just jump on Pinterest and find some like poses or imagery that's sort of similar to what I want to create, and then I'm going to go ahead and shoot that. So I might actually end the vlog here because it is still raining like crazy outside at the moment, and I'm definitely thinking of you if any of you are in the flood affected areas, because it has kind of reached Melbourne and there has been a lot of localized flooding. And I mean, thankfully not too bad. It's definitely not affecting my area, but I think not terribly bad across parts of Victoria, but then some parts have just been completely inundated, and seeing it just raining again quite heavily for an entire day just really breaks my heart for any of those people who are just trying to get back on their feet and get everything sorted. So if I can find any of the places that are doing a bit of help, I will leave that down in the links below so that we can all donate a little bit to help anyone that is affected by all the floods. But that is it from me today, because like I said, I've just got so much other stuff to do and I actually need to focus and not film. But thank you for spending the day with me. It was really nice to catch up with you guys and just do a couple of other updates and things around home, particularly when I actually do get a day off, because it is just so good to get really productive and get as much done as possible. It's actually about 3 o'clock now, so that gives me plenty of time to finish off my last few things. And then, I mean, I did want to go for a walk, but that's definitely not going to happen. I pretty much can't see anything that's more than 10 meters away from me because of how heavy it's raining. So I think I will just have a nice relaxing evening, get stuck into my new book, and that will be it for the night. So lovely to spend the day with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.